Deep is an employee engagement survey with added teeth. It actually explicitly makes the link to productivity and the impact that the engagement levels of your organisation are actually having on productivity, so that you can identify the return on investment that you're making for the people stuff that you're doing, the engagement and the development work. It came from the age-old problem that we have, those of us who work with people in organisations. How can you prove the impact that you're actually having? It's very difficult, but actually it's becoming more and more important, because in the current economic times, we rightly have to justify that every spend that we make. But actually, how can we translate the people work, the soft people engagement and development work, into a language that the chief financial officers and the accountants actually understand? And that's the problem that we were trying to solve with Deep. So with that as the problem that we tried to solve, we set about it by first of all undertaking a very thorough and comprehensive literature review. We looked for any studies that had been done around engagement, around productivity, around behaviour change, around behavioural economics. And actually, off the back of those, we developed two models. The first was around what's really important when it comes to engagement. What are the things that really have an impact on people's productivity? And this isn't really our model, but we honed down the key findings of others into 8 key factors that they seem to agree on. The second model is the algorithm that then links engagement against these 8 factors to productivity. Because what we found in the literature review is that there's a growing body of evidence that shows if you're X engaged, you're likely to be Y productive. Now there's many variables at play in this, but the studies are across the board. So the algorithm again takes into account some of these variables and creates the link between how engaged you are against these 8 factors and what that means for your productivity, so that you can start to see the impact you're making from the work you're doing with people. So Deep can now make that link. People, an organisation will get their staff to undertake a survey of about 60 questions, takes between 5 and 10 minutes, and these questions are linked to one of the 8 factors. So off the back of undertaking this survey, organisations can firstly find out how engaged their staff are against the 8 factors and slice and dice it by team, service, department, length of service, level in the organisation and many other demographic factors. But more importantly, it then makes the link to productivity. It answers that so what question. So off the back of undertaking this piece of work, an organisation can then see how engaged their workforce are and the impact that that's really having on the bottom line. The report comes with very detailed recommendations which will enable an organisation to see if we do something about this team, or if we do something about this level in the organisation, or whatever the combination may be, and we manage to increase their engagement levels to whatever the desired level is, or to the average of the rest of the organisation, the impact will actually be the equivalent of 11 new staff or 30 new staff. The financial impact will be a productivity equivalent to £300,000, £30,000, again, whatever the case may be. This enables the organisation to have far more focus in the actions that they're taking. Many organisations actually reduce their total spend, but it's spent in a much more focused way with the intelligence that Deep's giving them, enabling them to really make the impact on the bottom line that's required. They can then run Deep again, having taken the actions, let them embed to prove the return on investment in a language that the accountants and the finance officers understand, so that we truly can see the impact that our good engagement and good development work is having.